Hey guys, welcome back to Dawn at the Lakeside Quilt Making Arts. I thought this video was going to be completely different than what it is. I've been working on a little surprise behind the scenes because I was going to get a video out to you yesterday to kind of keep on schedule because I've been trying to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos. But what I was going to surprise you guys with is taking a lot out of me, and just 10 minutes ago everything kind of changed. And so let me just catch you up with where we are. We're not at a daycare. I know it looks like we are. These are some wonderful large-scale waffle blocks that my children enjoyed when they were little, and now my great nieces and nephews, and very, very, very soon my grandchildren enjoy. So these things have been up in the bonus room, and I started rethinking about what I would do with this bonus room. In the last video, I told you guys I was thinking about putting a long arm up here. So as soon as I told that to you guys, two opportunities came up. One was a no-brainer. It was an older machine, but it was very, very affordable, so I was ready to pull the trigger on it. So I came up here and kind of think, okay, where am I going to put it, and can I fit two in here? I had to figure out, can I put two machines up here? If I get this one machine that is older and not automated, so it's manual, is that blocking me from being able to get one that is automated? And if so, then I don't want to get it because I want to get one that's automated eventually. But as you all know, the ones that are automated are a few more dollars, right? They cost more money. So I came upstairs to try to, get a good feel for what the space is and what all is going on in it. And can I maintain a section of it, a corner of it for grandkids? My daughter calls it daycare zone. Can I put all the toys in one section and then have the rest of the space for myself? It's been kind of a no man's land, and haven't been keeping it up at all. It's been kind of a massive storage area. So I took down to the garage a whole lot of things that I could sell or thrift, and there's a few more things that are still over here in this one corner that I haven't decided what their fate is just yet. And then of course this one cabinet over here in the corner is completely empty, and the boxes that are against this back wall have art supplies in them, and they can go inside that cabinet and another cabinet that I've yet to buy. So I figured out my space and my zones. I laid out my rulers, my tape measures, 12 foot long, so that I could make sure I could do two of them parallel with each other, make sure I'd have enough width of walking around room on either side of them, and I can fit two up here. But then it hit me, how am I going to get them up here? Oh my goodness. That was Thursday night. After working all day long, just really working hard up here. And then I realized, how do I get them up the stairs? And if I get them up the stairs, how do I make them turn the corners to get back here into this bonus room? Every time I woke up in the middle of the night that night, I was dreaming up different scenarios for how I could, if I tilted it just right, would that give me more room to get it into the other bedrooms? I could then angle it out and then getting it into the hallway. And I thought, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to mock it up, right? Do I go to the store and get a 12-foot pole? How do I bring a 12-foot pole back home here and try that? And so then I woke up with this idea, before I go to any mocking it up efforts, I need to at least take my tape measure, because it's got an extension on it where it will hold itself for about 12 feet. And it does a great job. It's a heart tape measure. And I can get my tape measure extended out up the stairs into one bedroom and angled out down the hallway. So, okay, that's hopeful, but it depends on how wide it is. How wide it is going to depend on what it looks like when it's coming out of the hallway, out of the one bedroom. Okay, so I thought I need to go lay eyes on this thing. So I went today. Today is Saturday, July 6th? Today is Saturday, July 6th, and I went to look at the long arm myself to see how far it breaks down. It's a 1998 APQS Ultimate 2. So it is one continuous piece of wood, and it's a C-shaped piece of wood. It comes off of its bases with some elbow grease, a lot of muscle to get those bolts off, I'm sure. But it does come off of its base. So then the only thing that you're dealing with that's 12 foot long is a piece of wood that's kind of C-shaped, that is 7.5 inch wide and 12 feet long, and then I think it's like 25 inches the other direction, which is less relevant unless, except for whenever you start to angle it or something, then that would become relevant. So I came home today and I've got Asher with me and we mocked it up. We took some cardboard, cut it to 7.5 inches wide, and made it nice and sturdy by taping some wood lattice strips on it. Tried to get that up the stairs, fine, no problem. Got it angled into the one bedroom off to the right, fine, no problem. But you can't get it out of that bedroom and into the hallway. But it just doesn't fit. I could do it with the cardboard because I could angle the cardboard, but I wouldn't be able to do that with the table because if I angled the table, table doesn't move the way the cardboard moves. So it's just not going to work. So I did let the owner know that I could not be purchasing her long arm. I was so deflated. But the few good things that have come out of this is I have a clean space, and it is clean. I cleaned my vacuum cleaner before I started working up here. I cleaned its filters and everything. So I know how much dirt was in here. The canister on that vacuum was like halfway full. Like you can't see. I don't really care for carpet. So I just wanted a clean vacuum, and I did. So I know how much dirt came out of this carpet because I was dealing with a very clean vacuum before I started. And everything in here has been cleaned. I know what's in here and where it's going to go for the most part, except for those 3 big kid toys over there in the corner. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with those. And I guess it's 4 things. I don't mind them hanging out right there until I get 2 long arms in here because they might get used. So one of the benefits of all this has been that my space got organized, my space got cleaned, and I know that I can fit 2 long arms up here. So now I just need to figure out how to get 2 long arms up here. So also, through this whole process, I found out about another one, a Handy Quilter Amara 20. And I'm going to be figuring out how to purchase one of those. A friend of mine is selling one, and I can purchase it from her. I know how it's been handled. I know the condition of it, and I like the idea of buying used versus new. So while I'm gone for my surgery, this is Saturday, and I leave on Monday. I'll go to my mom's to spend the night because it's closer to the airport, and that way my dog is nice and settled, and then I just get up Tuesday morning and leave. I know I told you guys I was going to be working on the templates for the Pick A Petal and finishing those up so I could get those out to Sherry, but that just didn't happen because I had the opportunity to get this. I had to take advantage of the opportunity to get that one long arm, and I had to get it while the deal was there because it won't last long. It was a heck of a deal, and it wasn't fair to the owner to drag it out for her, for me to say, hey, just wait till I get back. So I did all this, and so that I could come to a conclusion quicker and sooner rather than later, and I'm glad we did. And I've got some answers now. I know I can put 2 12-foot long arms up here, and I can work around them. I know I can still keep what my daughter calls a daycare zone for kid activities. And I got my TV up here now. I got my ironing board. I can function up here. And for a little while it's just one long arm, hopefully I can get one up here in the next few weeks or so, then I've got plenty of space to stay up here and to work. And it'll be good. It'll be really good. When that day happens, I don't know. I'll keep you guys in the loop. I just wanted to say this is my last long format video before I go out of town. I'm going to try to do some short videos for you that I will not edit. I'll just shoot them on my phone and show you what I'm working on each day while I'm gone, when I'm not in surgery, of course, or in the hospital. But have been getting my handwork ready to travel with me. I am not going to waste this trip. It's very frustrating that I need to put a pause on everything and take a step backwards. I've been doing so well with my recovery. My last surgery was a spinal cord surgery, and it was July 12th, and that's the day of this next surgery. So I've made it a full year without surgery, which is a great thing. It's been so many of them. This is surgery number 16. They've not all been neurosurgeries, and some I had before I started needing the neurosurgeries. But this is how many? But since 2017, this is the 7th surgery. And since 2022, October 22, this is the 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one since October 22. I did 3 last year in 9 months' time. So it was frustrating. I needed all of them. My condition was very dramatic, and I needed them. So it was much more welcoming, and I was eager to go to those surgeries, even though they were horrendous. I was eager to go to them. This is a minor surgery, and it's frustrating me to have to go to it. So I'm a crybaby, a whiny baby about it. It's like, no, I don't want to. I want to just keep on, going forward, because it's been a while since I've been able to choose to go forward. So it was a little bit of a disappointment that even though I did all of this and cleaned up all of this and I made space for a future of long arming and being able to bring in money by taking in commission quilting jobs, it wasn't for naught. The gears are greased. I can put things back in motion whenever I get back in town. The gears are greased, the wheels are in motion. All this work has been done, and I can kind of just step right back into where I was. And also having a lot of things set up. I got my computer set back up into this room right over here. I didn't know how I was going to be able to do videos with my son in the house because he's so sound sensitive. But I'm wondering if being in this room, if I can't do a lot of work in this room, if that won't work out. Because this room is a bonus room over the garage, and it's more isolated. And there's carpet in here, so sound is absorbed differently. So I might not have to change my activity level for our YouTube videos. I don't know. But if it doesn't work out to be able to work in here once he and I get back into town, then things will change. I don't know how they will. I may have to just shoot a lot of B-roll and do voiceover somewhere. I don't know. I may have to just do a lot of shorts. I don't know. But I'm going to keep on working, keep on plugging away, and keep you guys in the loop. We won't lose contact with each other. It's just the style of things might just change and morph for a little bit. And that's okay. That's life. I told you guys we're on a journey together, and my journey is just taking me on a little bit of a roller coaster. So the YouTube channel goes on a little bit of a roller coaster. I had a great time cleaning up in here and envisioning a world where I'm bringing in commission quilts so that I can earn a living again. And and also through YouTube and bringing in quilting work. And that has fueled me. Like this going away for surgery and doing surgery is just a hiccup. It's a little bump on the road. It's all good. I'll be in and out of it. It's not a big deal. I've done big surgeries. I know that this is a little thing, and it will be, and I'll step right back in and I'll recover my energy and everything pretty quickly. So even though you see things changing, don't think it's forever. You're just going to see a lot of things morphing for a little bit, but we're going to get back to it, and I've got plans for a future. We're going to stay active. I'm going to continue to learn my piecing, but I'm also going to figure out how to get a long arm up here. I'm looking at the Handy Quilter Omera 20, and it will fit up the stairs because it breaks down into sections, and that's not going to be a problem whatsoever. So once I get that up here, figure out how to pay for it and get it up here, I'll start teaching myself how to set it up, and I'll bring you guys along for that. I'll start teaching myself how to use it, and I'll bring you along for that. But it won't just be that, because that's not all I'm doing. I'm also going to be piecing, finishing my Pick A Petal, and finishing my motor blockheads, and finishing the Piece and Quilt Sampler, getting back to the finish the unicorn, finishing the Mars quilt, and then there's some others that are on the to-do list that I've got patterns for. There's an art one that I had started, decades ago that I want to finish too. You'll see things morphing and changing. It's just going to be the way it is. I appreciate you guys watching and cheering me on, motivating me. We're in this together, my friends. Thank you so very much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.